Today we're going to be reading the story, The Creepy Pair of Underwear by Erin Reynolds. And then we have a little art project to go along with it. So here we've got the story, and then I have my art project that we're going to be using our construction paper and cutting up some other pieces of construction paper, such as the black and the white, using our scissors and just a glue stick. You also can use a marker or a black crayon to add in the rest of it. And finally, if we're done early, I also have how to draw the creepy pair of underwear if you'd like to try it that way too. And then as we go forward, you can see that we're going to talk about exactly what we're going to create today. I've got our visual directions and also what I am looking for you to be able to do. So let's get started. All right, so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making our very own creepy pair of underwear. So after we watch the video about our creepy pair of underwear, we're going to get ready to cut and add all of our different features and details on top in order to finish our very own. So I'm going to put this aside. At your table, you're going to find I already have a traced out underwear template for you. So what I want you to do first is you're going to cut out the underwear. Now in the story, you'll notice that they always have that outline of the underwear. So try to go around the black lines that I have for you. You can always trace over it with the marker again if you need to. Your scraps, we can recycle these or we can hold on to them for another project. Okay, so on our underwear, the first thing we want to do is to create our eyes. So I have already a cut little piece of paper. Make sure I grab one here. And what I want you to do, because we want to make our eyes very similar, is I want us to fold it in half. Okay. Just like this. And the next thing I want us to do is we are just going to curve the bottom. So if you want, here's my fold at this end. It doesn't really matter, whichever way you feel like, but we can curve our character. So I'm just going to cut my eye this way. And then on this one, I'm going to do the same thing. Maybe I'm going to go like this, and I'm just going to curve and have my eye curved. So cut your eyes any way you want. You can even do a circle if you want to too. And I'm gonna look and go, is this the size I want? Do I want mine to be big? Do I want them to be small? It's up to you. So maybe I'm gonna make mine a little bit smaller, like this. And now because I folded it, I'm going to have two pieces of paper. So I'm going to glue my eyes down on my paper. Do my first and my second one. Think about, do you want them close together, far away? It's up to you. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is I want to put my eyebrow down. So our eyebrow goes across the top. Now this is a very long one. I don't want it to be that long. So I'm going to have mine cut, and I'm going to have it about this long here. So I'm just going to draw that line with my glue stick and put this on top. And what I'm going to do with my extra is I'm going to fold it in half, and I am going to cut out a circle to make my eyeballs like this. So I'm going to stick those on. I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Okay. So I've got the start of this. The next paper I'm going to give us is going to be this paper for our mouth. Now it's really big, right? So I want the mouth to fit on here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut out a rainbow shape. Okay, I'm going to cut out a rainbow just like this. And you could have the mouth this way. You could have the mouth upside down, which I think I'm going to do. I kind of like my mouth this way. And you can even, if it's still a little too big, I can cut it a little bit smaller. I can have my mouth like this. So I'm going to glue it on. Remember, massage it on there. Okay. And now, using my white piece of paper, I'm going to make some teeth. So I'm just going to cut out some teeth here, like this. And maybe, is this too long? Do I want it to be shorter? I could make it shorter, like this. And I could have this one be a little, maybe on an angle, kind of make the tooth a little funny, right? So there's no wrong way to add the teeth onto your underwear. All right, so now that we've got our eyes are done, we've got our eyebrow, we've got our mouth, we have our teeth, the next step that we're going to be doing is we want to glue on our bolts. So what we're going to do is take our paper that we used our eyes for too, and I'm going to have one long and one square, so a rectangle and a square, and I'm going to do it on both sides of my monster, okay? So that's what I'm going to do first, is I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to cut this piece a little bit longer and have two long ones, like this. And then I'm going to have two shorter ones. So I'm going to just break this part up into two squares, like this. And see how I've got my bolts? So now I'm going to glue those down. Okay, so I've got these. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take out our crayon. But if you don't have a crayon, you can also use a marker. But I like the difference of having marker and crayon. So you can, I'll show you what marker looks like first, is we're going to add our stitches. So what I want you to do is draw a curved line like this. And then you're just going to add some straight lines on it. On the other side, same thing, you're going to curve it that way, and you're going to add your lines on it like that. Now, if you wanted to use crayon, crayon works well too, and you could take out your crayon. So I'm going to take mine out of here. Here you go. So here's my crayon. It would look the same, and instead of, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my hair on top. So I'm just going to draw my lines for my hair. It could be the same. You could have it come onto your paper a little bit if you wanted to. It's up to you. Remember, I always like to draw towards myself. Awesome. And at the very end, don't forget to write your name on the back. Now we'll just take our picture. There's our creepy pair of underwear.